Hi everyone, so nice to see you all. I was a student myself once at Almaty in Vietnam. Yes, well, the way Uber operates have and are affecting competition such as local taxi forces and other car service companies in a way where they are decreasing their profits or even leaving them bankrupt, with in some scenarios unpaid loans and no source of revenue. Additionally, I have upset local governments by operating against laws and regulatory frameworks, circumstances that Uber are very much aware of due to pest resistance in the form of filed lawsuits claiming that Uber exercises unfair competition, deceptive business practice, and even consumer fraud, which are ethical and CSR issues since it is an act to obtain business through unethical and fraudulent methods. We have also seen violent protests being carried out by community participants and local competition in foreign markets. To break it down for you guys, we must first establish to whom Uber owes a corporate social responsibility, CSR. According to CSR Europe, Uber owes responsibility in three areas. These are local communities, marketplace, government, and their establishing laws. While analyzing whether Uber has taken adequate CSR and acted ethical in those areas, we examine it through applying following three theories: stakeholder theory, social contracts theory, and legitimate theory. The stakeholder theory analyzes those groups to whom Uber is responsible. We can identify two groups. The group relevant to Uber is the primary group, which includes governments and communities, whose laws and regulations must be obeyed. By analyzing the scenario judged with stakeholder theory, we can conclude that Uber owes social responsibility towards the community and the market they have negatively impacted by the way it's operating. Additionally, governments and the laws, lastly, all affected because of violent protest created because of various operations, and those whom suffer because of financial losses due to the growth in these markets. The social contract theory, relevant to CSR, is not that corporations act is in a responsible manner because it aligns with their commercial interest, rather that it is part of society essentially expect business to operate. Legitimate theory. When analyzed, we found that it leaves room for an alternative view, that society grants legitimacy and power to business, and in the long run, those who do not use power in a manner which society considers responsible will tend to lose it, supporting the concept of a social contract between the firm and society, which leaves us believing that it is thanks to the community and the markets they represent that Uber is growing as a successful business, and since they had provided them this power in the first place, we ought to believe that it is Uber's responsibility to repay by holding up the end of the social contract, concluding that Uber has not taken adequate social responsibility in their international business operations in the earlier provided examples. Additionally, I have analyzed the scenario using other ethical theories, those in favor claiming that Uber have indeed acted unethically, supporting the claim that these scenarios are Uber's key ethical and CSR issues, including deontological theory and hedonism.